Amen Corner, High in the Sky. Thanks to you for being part of Sounds of the 60s. We thank our production team headed up by Tom DeCrow, Emily Moulton and Phil the Collector Swern. Sounds of the 60s, a 7 digital production for Radio 2. And thanks to Alan Zani, our studio manager today. Johnny Walker saying have a great day. All being well, Tony Blackburn with you next week. This is Radio 2 on the BBC Sounds app, on your smart speaker and on 88 to 91 FM.
BBC News at 8 o'clock on Saturday the 29th of April. Good morning, this is Justine Green. British nationals and NHS medics fleeing Sudan have just 3 hours to reach an airport for the final rescue flight. NHS leaders warn that a strike by nurses in England this bank holiday is the most worrying yet. And the Royal Navy is investigating reports that information about a nuclear submarine was found in a pub toilet. The British government has messaged all NHS doctors in Sudan to tell them they are now eligible for the evacuation flights, reversing its previous policy. More than 20 Sudanese medics who work for the health service have been turned away after trying to board the planes. But the new note to the doctors seen by the BBC warns them they have little time to get to the airport. Nadia Bashir from the UK Sudanese Junior Doctors Association says she's grateful for the change of heart.
It's still fair to say that we think it all has been unnecessary and added complexities to an already complex situation, difficult, stressful, heartbreaking and life-changing situation. However, we are grateful that they are finally en route back to safety.
Health bosses in England say tomorrow's planned strike by nurses will cause more disruption on an already busy bank holiday weekend. Members of the Royal College of Nursing are walking out from 8 o'clock tomorrow night until midnight on Monday as part of their long-running dispute about pay. The unions agreed contingency plans for staff to return to work in extreme cases and major incidents. Saffron Caudry is from NHS Providers, which represents hospitals.
It's fair to say that there are significant concerns about how trusts will manage this. What we do know is that trust leaders are incredibly skilled and have become incredibly skilled over the last few months in putting in place workarounds. But the impact of that is that it is taking capacity and focus from other areas.
A school in Cambridge says it wants a judge to review its Ofsted inspection after it was given the lowest grade. In an impact statement, the head teacher of Queen Emma School, Sarah Jarman, said the process had left her with suicidal thoughts. Ofsted says it stands by the report and rejects the allegation that the inspection was not carried out properly. In January, the head of a primary school in Reading, Ruth Perry, took her own life after an Ofsted inspection. Here's our education editor, Bramwyn Jeffries.
Queen Emma School in Cambridge was inspected last October and judged inadequate after inspectors raised concerns about keeping children safe. It's in the final stages of a formal complaint to Ofsted. The local authority has told the BBC it investigated the issue and no action was taken. Ofsted said it only gave an inadequate judgment to a school for safeguarding reasons if there were serious causes for concern.
The Royal Navy says it will investigate reports that sensitive documents describing the workings of a nuclear submarine were found in a toilet cubicle at a Wetherspoons pub in Cumbria. The Sun says the documents refer to HMS Anson, one of the Navy's most advanced vessels. More from Yetende Youssef.
The Sun says the documents contained details of the sub's hydraulics, which control the torpedo hatches, steering and buoyancy. A source told the paper that the files were discovered on the floor of a cubicle at the Furness Railway pub in the town on what was quite a lively night. The Royal Navy said the find consisted of generic training documents that carried no classified information, but added that it took all security matters extremely seriously.
BBC Sport has been told that the British billionaire Sir Jim Ratcliffe and the Qatari banker Sheikh Jassim have made each final offers to take control of Manchester United. It's not yet known how much Sir Jim has offered the American owners. Sheikh Jassim is said to have put forward around £5 billion. King Charles will be afforded greater privacy than previous monarchs when he's anointed during his coronation next Saturday. A new 3-sided embroidered screen will be placed around him while he's blessed with holy oil by the Archbishop of Canterbury. Sean Dilley has more details.
The design has been created by the painter Aidan Hart. At the King's request, it took inspiration from the Golden Jubilee stained glass window inside St James's Palace. Around 150 people were involved in producing the embroidery, including some from the Royal School of Needlework. The main panel, which will face the congregation, features a tree. Individual leaves display the names of the 56 Commonwealth states. The two side screens feature a two-sided cross.
And the weather, cloudy for most of Scotland and northern England with some lingering rain, but dry in the southeast, and top temperatures of 9 Celsius in Edinburgh, 14 in Belfast and 19 in Cardiff and London. BBC News, it's 8:05.
Thank you.
Now, Saturday Breakfast
Yes, thank you,
with Dermot O'Leary.
Morning, everyone. Hope you're well. Oh, lovely low-key start kicking off with this.